Welcome back to John A. Lamel Complex, where we've got a great game underway. The #1 team in the state, the Millard South Patriots, who are 8-0, up against Elkhorn, who's 8-2, the #9 team in the state. I'm joined alongside Zach Vanacek. Zach, say hi.
Hi.
Tell us a little something about the matchup that we got going on today.
Well, the Patriots here are 8-0, so that means they're undefeated. Looking at the lineup, they're hitting very well. A lot of their players above 300. Elkhorn, on the other hand, looks like they're pitching very well. Defense also is very good, and they have a few kids that are really hitting the ball.
Yeah, so in terms of stats, the Patriots are batting .329 as a team against Elkhorn, who is .270, which just a little bit below average. And both teams fielding almost perfectly. Patriots at 98% success rate in terms of fielding, and Elkhorn 90%. In the last game, the Patriots won 14-11, which was led by strong hitting performances from Jacob Foote and Smith. Foote went 3 for 3 with 2 runs and 3 RBIs. Smith 2 for 5, 2 runs, 3 RBIs, a double, and a triple. Then on the other hand, Elkhorn had
They had Greger, who was 1 for 2 with 1 RBI, and then Randazzo, who was 1 for 3 with 2 runs.
And they played Elkhorn South in that last game. It was a low-scoring game, 4-2, nothing like what we saw for the Patriots, who won that last one 14-11. So it's going to be a little interesting to see what kind of game we get. Are we going to get that high-scoring game, or are we going to get that 1 to 2 run game?
Yeah, well, the wind is blowing out to the left, so maybe we see a home run or 2 today and some just high fly balls.
And so pitching is Braden Cannon, #10, and up to bat, #15, Kyler Randazzo, the center fielder, batting .355 on the season. Cannon from the windup. And the first pitch, low and away. Back in the windup. That pitch runs inside, so Cannon falls down 2-0 in the count already. Randazzo, one of those guys, a leadoff hitter who makes a ton of contact. Doesn't have to chase anything here. Pitch right down the middle, skied out to center field. That one's going to be caught in center field.
Looked like Braden started off with a breaking ball first pitch, so maybe we'll see more of that today. Trying to get different looks to get ahead in the count.
And so with the first out of the game, that brings up #8, Alex Calabrese, the shortstop. The first pitch, right on the outside corner, called for a strike. And for Cannon, it's going to be very important to stay up on top of the count. Don't give up too many balls. Make the hitters work for it. Here comes the second pitch. Just a little bit too far outside that time. And the third pitch of the at-bat was low. So after going with a quick strike, Cannon falls down 2-1. Alex Calabrese, not the best hitter on this team, but he's at 2 spot for a reason. He's got some speed and he can put the ball in play. And the fourth pitch of the at-bat runs high, so it's 3-1. Let's see if Cannon continues to try and attack the zone and if Alex Calabrese will stay aggressive. Fifth pitch of the at-bat was fouled off, pitched down the middle.
Probably knew something had to come as a strike, so definitely looking to swing.
Yeah, and at this early in the game, there's no need to really play the waiting game. If the pitch is there, just go ahead and drive it, get something happening in the top of the first here.
Start off the game by putting some pressure on the defense.
So the 3-2 pitch, that one's right up the middle, skied into right field, and that one's going to be caught by the right fielder. That's going to be Blake Stanger making the catch there. So after falling down in the count both times, Cannon battles back and gets two cheap fly balls. He got 2 outs, bringing up number 7, Grant Gutchow, batting .424. This is a guy that hits both power and he's quick. The first pitch of the at-bat, breaking ball. That squeezes in there right around that outside corner once again. Here comes the second pitch. Another breaking ball that falls into for a strike. So Cannon's up 0-2 with 2 down here in the first inning. See if he can get his first strikeout of the game.
Looks like he has a lot of trust in that breaking ball already. He's going right to it, not afraid of using it.
Shakes off the pitch. Here it comes. Goes with the heater, but that one just a little too far outside.
Having some trouble with his hat.
2 straight pitches. That wind blowing out to left, like you said earlier, is not going to help. 1-2's the count. Breaking ball low and away, got him swinging. And a quick 3 up, 3 down for the Patriots. The score is 0-0 heading in to the bottom of the first inning. We'll be right back.
Fielder number 14, Braden Smith.
Bottom of the first, Patriots due up to bat. The first pitch, just a little bit low by Tony Donahue. He's a guy who's 0 earned runs on the season with 4 strikeouts and just 8 innings of pitching. Braden Smith up to bat. Donahue falls down 2-0. That one called low and away. That's 3-0. Smith batting .357. He's a guy that we've seen be aggressive in the past, but let's see if he holds back on 3-0. That one called a strike.
A little on the outside.
Just barely scratching that outside corner.
Yeah.
3-1's the count. Here comes the 5th pitch. That one called high. Smith takes a walk.
Smith draws the base on balls. That'll bring up number 10, Braden Cannon.
Braden Cannon, the pitcher today. He's going to also be DHing. batting .381 on the season. Smith a nice lead at first. The first pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss there by Cannon. What a great pitch by Donahue.
Watching the runner on first, seeing if we're going to see some aggressive looks.
And a wild throw there. He's going to get to second base. He's looking for third.
He will get to third.
Elkhorn still not to the ball. Elkhorn gets the ball in to home. And so with just one bad hiccup by Elkhorn, that sends Smith to third base. And a great opportunity for Cannon to get another RBI on the season. See if Donahoe can protect now. And a good pitch right there. Counts now 0-2. And if Donahoe can get a strikeout here, that'd be great for this Elkhorn defense with backs against the wall with no one out and runner on third. Here comes the third pitch. Swinging in the dirt. That's going to be a strikeout thrown down to first.
Cannon is out on strikes for the first out.
So Cannon strikes out for the first time today.
The shortstop, Cam Kozel.
Brings up number 8, Cam Kozel, batting .483 and just a sophomore, but he is so confident in his game. He's one of those guys that really takes pride in the fundamentals.
Yeah, just watching him before the game, he was doing all the little things just to make sure he was ready for the game.
And that first pitch was way outside.
He was bouncing the ball off a wall and just taking little grounders. That's just the little things that make you better every time.
Putting in the work that no one's supposed to see. So here comes the second pitch, 1-0. That one called a strike again on that outside corner.
I know my calls. I played baseball for a while.
The 1-1. Breaking ball to the outside corner. That one's just a little bit too far out. 2-1's the count now for Cam Kozel. Donahoe sets up for the pitch. And Cam gives a little bit of a pump fake, you could say, but still a little bit too far outside. 3-1's the count, 1 out for Donahoe. And that pitch ripped by Cam Kozel, but that one's going to be caught by the second baseman. So great shot there from Kozel. And a great play for Blake Stanley at second base. That's going to keep Smith sitting there at third. Matt Guthmiller up to bat number 19, batting just over .400 on the season. He's the 4-hole hitter, and he's one of those lefties that's got a ton of power.
See if maybe he tries to go oppo today, do something.
And he pulls her back to the second baseman. Blake Stanley makes a nice sliding play and throws him out at first. So Smith gets to third with no outs after being walked. An error gets him there. And so after the bottom of the first, score is tied 0-0. Top of the second inning, number 9, Drew Christo up to bat. First pitch just a little bit outside.
Another breaking ball.
And we don't see that very much. I mean, the older you get, you see more breaking ball first pitch strikes. But with a four-hole hitter, hitting 370, you got to change something up, as that one's right on the inside corner. Counts now 1-1. Cannon working at a comfortable pace. And the third pitch outside. 2-1's the count now.
With a hitter like this, you definitely can't leave a pitch anywhere hanging, or else the ball will be going for a while.
Take it for a nice travel. That one's a little bit up, but it's skied straight up. Ooh. And Jorgis misses the ball. Tried chasing that one down, but there was no chance of that one.
Yeah. Probably lost sight of it in the sky somewhere.
Excuse me, that was Smith. Two-two's the count. A little bit of dust kicked up in his eyes for Cannon there. He's going to reset it. Out of the windup now. And the pitch. Great fastball blown right by him there. Cannon gets his second strikeout of the game after only having 3 on the season. He's got 2 here in the first 2 innings. So with that strikeout brings up Gannon Gregert, the DH, batting 273. Cannon with the first pitch of the at-bat. High, and that's going to be fouled off. And it looks like so far in this inning, last inning, Cannon was falling behind in the counts. Right now he's attacking the zone, and he's going to get those first couple strikes and work from ahead. Here comes the second pitch. Just a little bit too low.
As a pitcher, you definitely feel more comfortable when you're ahead in a count, and you can rely on different pitches. You can throw the ball like more outside and just try and get the hitter to chase.
And the third pitch of the AB was a strike right down the middle. So 1-2's the count with 1 out. Let's see if Cannon goes right back at the fastball. Here's the pitch. Little check swing there, low and away. That one's going to be called for a ball. So the count is 2-2. The fifth pitch of the AB. And that one's got him swinging. So Cannon's now got 2 strikeouts in the inning.
On that one, it definitely looked like Gregor swung a little late. He was thinking no, but then he knew it was a strike, so he tried to get one off, but just couldn't.
And that's great pitch placement for Cannon. So here comes the first pitch of the AB. That one skied out, a little bit foul to left field. And that's going to be dropped. That one dropped by TJ Urban as he gets it in a hurry. So that one is a double for the second baseman, Blake Stanley. We saw him make a couple plays on the field earlier. He skies one out deep to left, and that one's just a bad read by Urban. It's going to fall in there.
Looked like he had it tracked down, but then might have overrun it a little bit because he had to come back for it. Just went right past his glove.
Yeah, and those are the hardest balls to read coming out of a left-handed batter. The ones that just keep going to the foul line. So 2 out, runner on second. That one's gonna be hit down the right field line. That one's gonna fall foul.
That's the first pitch Braden has thrown from the stretch. So we'll see if that changes anything or if he's fine working both ways.
So after the double, number 6, Malik Vitak up to bat. He's batting .222. 0-1's the count, 2 outs, runner on second. And that pitch, a breaking ball that gets right in there, and a nice single up the middle. The runner's gonna come home for the Antlers. So Vitak gets a single and an RBI. Runner at first brings up number 6, Connor Hunt, the left fielder, batting .292 on the season. Swinging it from the left-handed side. Quick pickoff move for Cannon, but no success. And the first pitch of the at-bat. Cannon gets him check swinging inside. They gotta call that one a strike. Counts 0-1. Cannon's gotta work back in here.
Gonna see how aggressive Elkhorn comes on the bases, see if they try and steal any quick bases, try and move runners into scoring position.
And another blooper hit out to left field. TJ Irvin's got that one. So after getting 2 quick strikeouts for Cannon, he gives up an error in left field. And a nice liner over the shortstop brings him 1 run. So Elkhorn leads it 1-0 as we bring you to the bottom of the second. So Patriots due up to bat. It's going to be Hobbs, Stanger, and Foote trailing by 1 run. Hobbs, another left-handed hitter. Donahoe with the first pitch strike. That one's going to be fouled off by Hobbs. Hobbs is one of those guys that refuses to strike out, and he's going to make a ton of contact. Donahoe ahead here, 0-1. Here comes the second pitch. That one's going to be chopped right up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit for Christian Hobbs. Hobbs continues the hot streak for the Patriots as he gets an early base hit in the second inning.
Came out swinging right away. Was just looking for that aggressive look.
So due up is the right fielder, number 21, Blake Stanger. Blake Stanger struggling from the plate this year. He's 0 for 13 as a quick pickoff move, trying to catch Hobbs slipping. So in both innings, now the leadoff hitter for the Patriots has gotten on. Stanger tries to bump, but that one's going to fall foul. And as we know, Blake Stanger, he's got wheels. We've seen him on the basketball court. We can see it out here in the outfield.
He can run. And it shows 'cause coach is not afraid to just lay him down a bunt, and it'd probably be for a hit because of how fast he is.
Another quick pickoff move for Hobbs. Donahoe set to throw. Here comes the second pitch of the AB, and now it's going to fall in there for a strike. So Stanger falls behind 0-2. No outs, runner on first. Donahoe sets to pitch, the slide step. That curveball. Blake Stanger turns on it. And that one's going to be out of here. Blake Stanger gets his first hit of the season in dramatic fashion as he hits it deep to left field. Just about 375 to left center. Hobbs will score and Stanger will score. So just like that, the Patriots fall behind by 1 run. 2 batters later, Blake Stanger drives the ball into left center field for a home run, bringing in Christian Hobbs.
It's almost like he was waiting on that. He was waiting for that pitch to come where you could just turn on it. And it was not even like a fly ball. It was just a line drive that got the distance.
So Donahoe, after giving up the home run, has got to face number 3, Jacob Foote. First pitch was high. That second one's going to be fouled out. First baseman giving chase. And Foote's a guy batting .412 on the season. He went 3 for 3 last game with 2 runs and 3 RBIs. Like we said earlier, he's a guy that we know he can put the ball in play. Donahoe, the third pitch. That one's going to fall in there for a strike, and Foote's going to rip it up the middle. He's got himself a single.
Foote with the CNI single of the...
And Foote's one of those guys that is dangerous on the base path. We could see a quick steal opportunity for the Patriots. So TJ Urban up to bat now, batting .278 on the season. Making that error in left field. You know he's got vengeance on his mind. Let's see what he can do at the plate. Patriots 3 for 3 in this inning with 3 hits and 2 runs. Foote with a nice lead at first. The pitch. That one's driven right back up the middle, and the pitcher's going to catch it. And a double play for the Antlers.
There's nothing they could do about that. It's a bang-bang play. Pitcher caught it, and just easy throw right to first.
Absolutely. That's one of those plays you got Foote on the base path. He's going to be stealing. And Urban just unfortunately goes right back up the middle. Easy line out double play.
Can't even be mad about it.
Jorges up to bat now. That first pitch is going to be fouled out. So after giving up the long ball and another hit right up the middle, Donahoe works his way back, gets a quick double play. And that one's a little bit outside, so the count is 1-1. Here comes the third pitch. That one's going to be blooped right into left center field. And he's pushing for 2. The throw in, cut off by the shortstop. And that's going to be a double.
A double for Georges.
And Georges keeps the 2-out rally running. So back up to the top of the order, we got Braden Smith.
Right out of the box, it looked like Georges was going to. He knew he wanted that extra base.
And so Braden Sweet goes to courtesy run for Georges. Smith, the leadoff hitter for the Patriots. The slide step. That pitch called a strike on that outside corner. He's done a great job painting the outside corner today. Oh, 1's the count. That pitch way outside this time. Donahoe with the third pitch of the AB. That one just a little bit too low, as it counts now 2-1. Here comes pitch number 4. That one's going to be fouled off by Smith. It counts now 2-2 with 2 outs and a runner on second. Smith here to battle with 2 strikes on him. Got the runner on second, looks to push him through. That one's going to be skied out to center field. And a great leaping grab there from the center fielder, number 15, Kyler Randazzo. So, Donahoe gives up a base hit to Hobbs, and then Stanger hits a deep fly ball to bring in 2 runs. So the Patriots lead it 2-1 at the bottom of the second. And we'll come back to you in the top of the third. So Braden Cannon back to pitch again. He's got 3 strikeouts. He gave up 1 run last inning. Now batting number 10, Blake Knott, the third baseman, batting 111 on the season. Here comes the first pitch. That one a little bit outside. He lost control of that.
Good thing it wasn't a lefty.
True that. That would have gone right to the rib cage. So here comes the second pitch. That one just a little bit too far outside. 2-0's the count. Cannon's that guy that when we talk about him, you know he works at that fast pace already here with the third pitch. That one just a little bit too high. 3-0's the count. Let's see if Blake not as aggressive at the plate. That one called a little bit high. So Cannon walks his first batter of the game.
Brings up number 15, Kyle.
So not at first. And we're back to the top of the order with number 15, Kyler Randazzo, the center fielder.
Who just made an outstanding play in center field.
Absolutely. We saw him track that ball down. Give it a nice little leaping grab. Runner on first, no outs. Cannon to pitch. And the first pitch of the AB is skied straight up. Jorges catches that one as it's barely in play. Great way to track that one down, and as we know, that might be the toughest ball in baseball to catch, the one that's straight up, because you can't tell which way the ball is spinning most of the time. So great play there by Jorges.
As a catcher, you're always taught to turn your back to the field so that the ball is spinning towards you instead of away.
Now up, Alex Calabrese. Blake not at first. One out. Here's the pitch. That one grounded to Kozel. Kozel to second. He gets the first out. What a play. A sliding backhand. Quick toss to second base. And like we said, he's that guy that's going to put in that work, and he's very fundamental.
There's a reason he's starting at shortstop. He puts in the work, and he can make those plays, even as a sophomore.
Yeah. So number 7, Grant Gutchow up now with 2 outs. Runner on first. Cannon with the first pitch. Great breaking ball there. That's going to fall in for a strike. Once again, we see that first pitch breaking ball. Big lead over there, and he's going to try to pick him off. No good. So Calabrese at first. Counts 0-1, 2 outs. And another great breaking ball there from Cannon. The count falls to 0-2.
Is he going to come back with another breaking ball or trying to attack him with a fastball?
When he faced him last time, he went 2 breaking balls and struck him out on the outside corner. Let's see how he attacks it here. That pitch low. Great block there by Jorges to keep the ball in front of him. Keeps the runner at first. One, two's the count. Quick pickoff move once again, and he's going to get back in there just in time. Gutchow steps back in the box. Another big lead there at first for Calabrese. And another pickoff move, and that one's going to be mishandled by Guthmiller. But nowhere to go for Calabrese as he'll stay at first. Cannon's getting a little bit distracted. He's got a 1-2 count with 2 outs. You got to go right at the batter here. Another big lead for Calabrese. Here comes the pitch. Another breaking ball. Fielded cleanly by Hobbs. Hobbs over to first. And he's got him. What another great play there from the third baseman, Christian Hobbs, as they get the out. So, no runs on 1 hit. Elkhorn trails the Patriots 1-2 as we bring you to the bottom of the 3rd inning. And so we bring you to the bottom of the third inning. Patriots lead it 2-1. Cannon up to bat. Donahoe still pitching. The first pitch of the inning. That one's going to be outside. So we got Cannon, Colgel, and Guth Miller, the 2, 3, 4 spots in the lineup. Here comes the second pitch, 1-0. That one's going to fall into the inside quarter for a strike. We got 1-1. Donahoe working with quick pace as the third pitch is just a little bit low. 2-1's the count. And the pitch here fouled away by Cannon. 2-2's the count now. Donahoe looking for his second strikeout of the game. That one's going to be fouled away again by Cannon. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball just a little bit inside. Close to hitting that outside elbow there for Cannon. Right back to it comes Donahoe. 3-2's the pitch. That one's low and away, and that one's going to be called for ball 4 as Cannon takes the base.
Cannon down the first with the walk. Now batting number 8, Cam Colgel.
And so after making another slick play in the field, Cam Colgel back up to bat. Batting a very impressive 483 on the season.
He had that line drive to the second baseman that was just barely caught. So we'll see what he does here.
There's the pitch. That's a curveball left hanging. That one's going to be drove out to deep center field, and that one's going to be caught by Kyler Randazzo. He's about as good as it gets in the outfield.
Now batting number 8, Cam. Now batting 19, Guth Miller.
So the 4-hole Matt Guth Miller steps up to bat. From the left side, runner on first, that's Cannon. One out, the pitch, the pickoff, and he's back in there. And the first pitch, just a little bit inside. 1-0's the count. And another pickoff move. Just back in there in time is Cannon. He's got a pretty big lead over there. Here comes the second pitch. That one's going to be inside once again. 2-0's the count now. And Guth Miller, a guy that you really can't get behind, because if you do have to throw the perfect strike or the one right down the middle to try and just pick up a strike in order to save a walk, he'll drive it. As it's 2-0 and that pitch is skied out to deep left center or right center field. That one's going to be out of here.
Another home run by the Patriots.
So the second home run for the Patriots, and Guth Miller hits it deep to right center field. So we've got the Patriots leading at 4-1 on 2 very impressive deep balls. Last inning it was Blake Stanger. This inning it was Matt Guth Miller. And like I just said, we got that 2-0 money ball, fastball, and Guth Miller took it way deep.
That's why pitchers got to try and get ahead in the count.
So with 1 out, brings Hobbs up to the plate. Here comes the first pitch. That one's going to fall in there for a strike. Donahoe, before this game, had given up 0 runs. He's given up 4 through 3 innings. 1-1's the count as that ball is thrown high and outside. Here comes the third pitch. Another breaking ball called just a little bit outside. 2-1's the count now. And Donahoe with the pitch. That one's going to be just flared out to left field. That one keeps working its way back, but a nice grab there by the left fielder.
Wind was really pushing that ball. It kept carrying, but didn't have quite enough.
And it looked like it was just one of those balls that was just kind of flicked up in the air, but we see that wind blowing the American flag out in center field pretty hard towards that left field line. So Blake Stanger back up. He's got 2 RBIs and a home run to his name so far. Here's with 2 outs. That one low and away. Stanger steps back in. Donahoe ready to pitch. Here comes the second pitch. That one's going to be foul tipped.
See if he looks for another breaking ball to drive to left.
But as we know, Blake Stanger, that was just his first hit. He's not an insane power hitter, but he does hit a lot of line drives. As that one's going to be left way outside.
That home run could have been the start to a long streak of hits by Blake, so we'll see what happens.
2-1's the count. Here comes the pitch. That one's fouled off once again. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Donahoe set to pitch. Breaking ball fouled again by Blake Stanger. Doing anything he can to stay alive. Looking for a pitch he can really drive. Here comes the next pitch. That one's going to run just a little bit high and inside, so the count is now full with 2 outs. Blake Stanger trying to keep this team rolling. Donahoe already ready to pitch. That one's going to be called timed by the umpire. He's got to let the batter get set before he can start his motion. Here comes the pitch. That one's going to run inside. That's going to be a walk.
It's a great at-bat by Stanger. Keep it staying alive, and then got what he wanted out of it. He got on base.
Stanger draws the walk.
So he fouls 4 pitches off.
Second. Now batting number 3.
And so there will be a discussion on the mound as we see somebody warming up for Elkhorn. We're not sure who that is yet. All right, so while they're having their discussion, we're going to take a quick break and bring you back when we're ready. Zero's the count. Foot up to bat. Blake Stanger, the speedy runner on first. Donahoe just trying to get through the inning. Blake steals, and he's going to get there standing. No throw down from the catcher.
As we said before, Blake has those wheels. He tried to lay down a bunt earlier, and now he steals a base.
1-0's the count for Foot. Blake Stanger, big secondaries. That one's going to be flared out to and just barely dropped there by the first baseman. Luckily, that one's going to fall just a little bit to the right of the foul line. 1-1's the count now. 2 outs. Runner on second. Foot to see his third pitch. That one's going to be a breaking ball that runs just a little bit too inside. 2-1's the count now. Donahoe set to throw. Another breaking ball. That one's going to be fouled off by foot. 2-2. 2 outs.
Second, 2 outs on the board.
Foot steps in. Here comes the pitch. Blake Stanger steals, and that's a swing and a miss by Foot, but that one's going to be on the ground, and they will throw him out with ease at first base. So for the second straight inning, the Patriots blast a 2-run home run as they lead it 4-1 heading into the top of the fourth. Cannon's still out there to pitch. Drew Christo, the right fielder, due up for Elkhorn. The first pitch is going to be fouled straight back. Cannon so far has got 3 strikeouts and only walked 1 batter, giving up 1 run on 2 hits. 0-1 is the count. And a nice breaking ball falls in for a strike once again. 0-2 the count for Cannon. Christo, the 4-hole, batting .370. Here comes the next pitch. That one's going to be flared out to left field once again. TJ Urbon giving chase. He's camped right underneath it and making the great catch.
Left fielder for the first out, now batting number 4.
And so the pop out to left field brings up number 4, Gannon Gregert, the designated hitter, batting .273. He's got to look to get something going for Elkhorn here in the top of the 4th. Here comes the first pitch. Another nice pitch that falls right into the top corner of the strike zone. 0-1's the count. Here's the second. That one's going to be fouled off there by Gregor.
Out towards the bullpen where it looks like Nate Moquin is warming up, who we might be seeing later in relief.
0-2's the count. Here comes the third pitch. Cannon throws a high heater. That's just a little bit too high. 1-2 now with 1 out. Gregor up to bat. Here comes the fourth pitch of the at-bat. That one's going to be just a little bit inside. Cannon looking for his fourth strikeout of the game. And that one's going to be fouled straight back. Great job staying alive here for Gregert. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out here in the top of the fourth. And a foul tip there by Gregor once again. Cannon looking for the punch out. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to fall in there for a great inside fastball called for a strike. So Cannon gets his 4th strikeout of the game, and that's going to bring up number 11, Blake Stanley. He had an RBI, a double and an RBI in his last AB. 0 balls, 0 strikes, 2 outs here for Cannon. And another really impressive breaking ball falls in there for a strike, 0-1. Here comes the second pitch. That one's going to eat the dirt. Cannon trying to stay on top here. And that one's going to be thrown outside again. So 2-1's the count. Stanley trying to replicate what he did last time. Here's the pitch. That one's going to run inside. 3-1's the count now. Cannon looking to work his way back into this at-bat. Stanley just trying to keep it going. And that one's going to run inside again. So Cannon walks his second batter of the game. Stanley moves to first, and Malik Vitok up to bat. Excuse me, Vitok had the only RBI for Elkhorn. The first pitch is ran up high. So with 2 outs here, Cannon is struggling to find the strike zone. Here comes pitch number 2. That one called on the inside corner. Cannon looking to get on top of the count now. Here comes pitch number 3. And a back pick here. And he got him! Jorgis with a great back pick there. As Blake Stanley was caught in no man's land over there at first base. So with that, that's going to do it for the top of the 4th inning. The Patriots lead at 4-1. We'll be right back. Bottom of the fourth, Patriots lead it 4-1. Urban up to bat. He's going to show bunt but pull back as that one's outside. 1-0 for Donahoe.
Trying to catch the defense lacking a little bit. See if we can get a little base.
That one called in for a strike. The count's now 1-1. Both of these pitchers working at an incredible pace. Not much time between pitchers. And that one called in there for a strike.
What's their record, Elkhorn?
8-2.
Thank you.
1-2's the count. Here comes the pitch. That one just about the same exact spot, but just a little bit too far outside.
8-2. Who's getting beat up? OPS
Urban looking to protect.
this year? Yeah, that's nice.
Here comes the pitch. And that one's just chipped there by Urban, and the easy punch out for Donahoe as he takes it and flicks it to the first baseman.
Batting number 17, Ashton Georges.
So with a weak ground out for Urban, brings up number 17, Ashton Jorges. Catcher for the Patriots had that really nice back pick just a moment ago. Here comes the pitch. That one called a strike again on that outside half.
As we saw earlier, George is really aggressive on the base. He turned a blooper into a double.
There's that second pitch grounded to the shortstop. Should be a routine play, and they get him out at first.
One ball to the shortstop. 6-3 in the
Alex
ball for the second out.
Calabrese gets the nice put out at first.
Brandon Smith to the plate.
So Braden Smith steps up, and 3:57. 2 outs here for the Patriots.
Braden Smith, Braden Penn, Braden Sweet, 3 of them.
Here comes the first pitch of the at-bat.
This one spells his name there. He doesn't.
Another great pitch right on the outside half.
I mean, yeah. He gets called.
Donahoe has struggled to find his feet here, but he has done a great job painting that outside corner. And he does it again. So we got 0-2, 2 outs. Donahoe with just 1 strikeout to his name this game. Here comes pitch number 3. That one just a little bit too far outside as he didn't get full grip of the breaking ball. Smith looking to protect down 1-2. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be blooped out to the shortstop. Should be another routine play, and they get him out at first. Calabrese gets the last 2 outs of the inning as the Patriots lead it 4-1 after 4 innings. And so we bring you back to the top of the 5th inning where the Patriots lead it 4-1 after two-run home runs for the Patriots. One by Blake Stanger, one by Matt Guthmiller. Up bat is Malik Vitak. Batting a solid .222 on the season. Cannon falls behind 1-0 on the first pitch. Here comes the second. That one's going to be in the dirt. Cannon's got 4 strikeouts and 2 walks in this game. That one falls in there for a strike. 2-1 the count now.
2-1 count.
Here comes pitch number 4. That one's going to be lined into the left field. TJ Urban there to corral it. So after the base hit for Vitak, that brings up number 16, Connor Hunt.
Looks like he left that ball a little high and inside, so Vitak was able to pull it for a nice line drive.
And it was just in that no man's land between Hobbs and Kojal. So Vitak with the lead at first. Hunt up to bat. First pitch is a great ball down the middle for strike 1. 0-1's the count now. Vitak with a smaller lead there at first. The 0-1 pitch. Just a little bit too low to be called a strike there as the count's now 1-1. Cannon still working from the top. Vitak opening up his lead. The third pitch. In the dirt again. Count is now 2-1. Here comes pitch number 4. That one's just chopped up the middle to Kojal. Kojal, and that ball's dropped by foot as Vitak advances to third base. So on what could have been a quick double play, the error caused between Kojal and Foot sends the runner to third. So we got first and third now for Elkhorn. Blake not up to bat. Third baseman for Elkhorn batting 111.
Vitak made sure to take advantage of their error and get that extra base. Stay aggressive.
And Blake Stanger a little bit slow in right field to get to that ball. First and third, no outs for Elkhorn. That first pitch is a little bit too high for Cannon now.
Georgia's making sure to look both runners back, trying to keep them at their positions.
Can't give up any free bases. Set to bunt. That one's going to be tipped way back, almost over the backstop here. Nine hole here for Elkhorn. 1-1's the count. Down by 3 runs. Great opportunity to push a run across. And that pitch is swung on and missed there for Knott. As Cannon works his way back ahead. 1-2. Knott's got to protect now. Big lead at first for number 16, Hunt. 1-2 pitch. That one's going to be popped up to left field. Runner looking to advance after Urban makes the catch. The throw-in cut off by Hobbs, and Elkhorn gets their first run since the second inning as they make this game a little bit more manageable as it is now 4-2.
Hunt moves over to second on the play.
And that's your routine sacrifice fly. Pushes the run across. Now only down by 2 runs with the top of the order due.
You got 2 outs, right? They do? Just one.
We still got Hunt at first. Randazzo up to bat. Here comes the first pitch. Runner steals. That one thrown just a little bit too high. Great stop there by Foot. So the swing and miss by Randazzo brings the count to 0-1, 1 out. Runner at second base.
1 strike to the batter, Randazzo.
And if you've ever needed a line drive, now is the time you need it the most. Cannon in the stretch. Hunt opens up at second base. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a breaking ball a little bit outside in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, runner on second base.
Okay, so Knott's at second. What happened to Hunt? He's the one that got forced first round.
Cannon with the pitch. And a great pitch there on the outside half of the plate. 1-2's the count now.
Dazzo's got to protect, try and keep their team alive.
And for Cannon, this would be a huge strikeout. The 1-2 pitch. And he gets him chasing on a high inside fastball. So Cannon records his 5th strikeout of the game. 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting number 8.
And so number 8, Alex Calabrese. We've seen him make contact a couple times today. And we'll take a quick timeout as there's a meeting on the mound. Cannon records his 5th strikeout of the game. 2 outs now. Number 8, Alex Calabrese, due up. That one pitched outside. Called for a ball. And if Calabrese can knock in this run, make it a 1-run ball game, heading into the bottom of the 5th. The 1-0 pitch. Sneaks up in the count. 2-0's the count now. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. George is set up on the outside half of the plate. And that's where he'll meet him. First strike of the at-bat. Excuse me, that was called a ball. And a 3-0 pitch in there for a strike. Now it's 3-1. 3-1, 2 outs, runner on second base. Cannon trying to protect the lead. Here comes the pitch. That one's going to be chopped out to Hobbs. Hobbs looks back, the runner back to second, and gets the easy throw out at first base.
5-3 retires the side, 1 run.
So Elkhorn gets 1 run in the top of the 5th inning as the Patriots lead it 4-2, headed into the bottom of the 5th.
Left off.
Number 19, Josh Austin, into pitch for the Antlers. Here comes his first pitch. That one's going to be way outside. Senior for this Elkhorn team. Here comes the second pitch. That one's going to fall in there on the outside half of the plate. Batting for the Patriots is number 10, Braden Cannon. And that one's going to be poked out to left field. That one's going to fall in for a base hit, but nothing more, just a single.
Cannon leads off with a single.
So a nice line drive there for Cannon that gets him to first base. Cam Coleshill due up now, number 8. Batting .483 on the season.
This guy must have a really screwed up ankle or this umpire.
Oh no, he's been like that.
I know, forever.
Cannon's got a really big lead there at first as they're going to try the pickoff move unsuccessfully. And another quick pickoff move. And he's back there in time. Josh Austin not going to give up a free stolen base here. He's trying to keep Cannon honest. Sets to pitch. Quick slide step, ball in the dirt. 1-0's the count, no outs, runner on first. Cannon's got a shorter lead now. And he's going to try and pick him off. And he's got him there at first base. So after 3 tries of trying to get Cannon sleeping, they finally get him. Austin gets his first out of the inning.
Definitely looked like he was caught off guard a little bit. Wasn't really expecting that pick again, but with the consistency, he got him.
Finally gets him there. So 1-0's the count, and Austin back in the stretch. That ball flared up to left field. Left fielder giving chase. He's got to work his way back. A little bit of a misread, but still able to make the grab.
Fly ball to left. Now batting number
So
19,
Coleshill flies out to left field. And that's going to bring up number 19, Matt Guthmiller, the 4-hole, and his last AB. He took a ball way deep to right center field. 2 outs the situation for Guthmiller. And that one skied out to center field once again. Center fielder working back, and a nice grab again.
Nice grab out center
As
field.
that's going to be the 3rd out of the inning for the Patriots. Austin gives up a hit, but able to pick him off later. So, heading into the top of the 6th inning, the Patriots lead it 4-2. All right, so we take you to the top of the 6th inning where the Patriots lead it 4-2.
Number 7, Grant.
Cannon still on the mound. Number 7, Grant Gutchout. Up at the plate, so the first pitch gets away from him just a little bit. That one's left a little high. The 1-0 pitch here for Cannon. Another breaking ball high and inside. Cannon not giving himself any time to breathe. He's already set up and ready for the third pitch of the inning. That one on the outside half, called a ball.
3-0 the count.
3-0 the count. Cannon trying not to walk his third batter of the game, as that one's going to run way inside. And so Gutchout gets to first base on a walk from Cannon.
Now batting number 9, Drew Christo.
Courtesy runner number 1.
And number 1 for Elkhorn, the courtesy runner for Gutchout.
Courtesy running for the catcher, number 1, Titan Johnson.
Now up at the plate, number 9, Drew Christo. Cannon tries the quick pickoff move unsuccessfully once again. Big lead at first base. Here comes the first pitch of the at-bat. That one's called for a strike. 0-1's the count. Decent sized lead over there at first. Second pitch. Gonna run inside. A little bit too far inside. 1-1's the count. And a quick pickoff move. Unsuccessfully once again. Got the Millard back to Cannon. The 1-1 pitch. Runner goes. Shore gets to Kozel. Kozel drops the ball as he's in there for a stolen base.
It looked like number 1 had stumbled a little bit on his way to second, but
Still luckily able to get it there before Kozel could corral.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Christo.
1-2's the count for Christo. No outs. Runner on second base. Christo, the 4-hole. One of those guys that we know can drive in some runs. Kozel keeps the runner honest. And that ball lined out to right field as that one's going to fall foul. Looked like it had a chance to do a little bit damage to this Patriots 2-run lead.
they lucked out with it falling foul, so we'll see if he can straighten it out a little bit.
1-2 the count. Cannon versus Christo. Runner on second base. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. That one's going to be chopped out to second base. That's going to go to Foot. Foot's going to get the easy out at first, but advances the runner to third. So Elkhorn sacrifices a base for an out.
Christo grounds into a 4-3.
So that'll bring the score still 4-2. Runner on third, one out. Brings out number 4, Gannon Gruger.
He has 11 RBIs on the year, so see if he can add another.
The 0-0 pitch. Called for a strike there. 0-1's the count. Crucial run on third base. Here comes the second pitch. That one's going to be skied straight deep to left field. Urbon looks up, and that one's gone. So there's the third 2-run shot that we've seen today, 2 by the Patriots. won by Elkhorn. And Gregard absolutely sends that ball on a frozen rope out of here. So he touches the plate, tying the game at 4 apiece in the top of the 6th.
To the plate, number 11,
And that was a
Stanley.
crucial home run as we're at a standstill now. Elkhorn scored 3 runs in the last 2 innings. Just 1 out here. Cannon trying to work his way back, throws that one away. 1-0's the count. See if Cannon can recover. Here comes the second pitch, and that one's outside once again. The 2-0 pitch. That one's going to be grounded to Guthmiller. Guthmiller able to keep it in front of him and take it himself to get the second out of the inning.
Now batting number 6.
Malik Vitok up to bat now. Vitok trying to get this 2-out rally started.
Cannon trying to finish out this inning.
The 0-0 pitch is high and away. Here comes pitch number 2. That one's going to be grounded to third base and off Hobbs' knee. Colesville able to corral it in short left field as Vitok gets another base hit. So with 2 outs, Vitok keeps the inning alive. And that'll bring up number 16, Connor Hunt. Vitok keeping it short over there at first. Here comes the 0-0 pitch. That ball in the dirt. 1-0 is the count. Cannon in the stretch. Here comes the pitch. That one's going to run inside. 2-0's the count. Cannon struggling to find his legs here on the top of the 6th as he gets a quick pickoff move unsuccessfully. Once again, Guthmiller back to Cannon. Vitok opening it up over there at first. That ball's going to be grounded up the middle, and that's going to be off Colesville's glove here now. Runner stops at second base, but the Patriots struggling right now to field some ground balls. Cannon is just looking for anything to get out of this inning.
Batting number 10, Blake Knott.
So now the 9-hole, Blake Knott, number 10.
It's the first error Colesville has had this year.
And it couldn't have came at a more crucial time. So, with that error, they're going to have a meeting on the mound, and we'll be right back. So with 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning, that is going to do it for Cannon's night of pitching. He had 5 strikeouts and 3 walks. He also gave up 4 runs on 4 hits. Here comes the first pitch for Hobbs. That one's going to be fouled away. Able to hit the knob of Blake Knott. So Hobbs, this is his first outing of the year. Just looking to keep things stable for the Patriots. Game is tied up 4 apiece, 0-1 the count. Hobbs able to get a grounder. That one's fielded cleanly and thrown to second base for the 3rd out of the inning. So Hobbs gets it done in just 2 pitches. And the Patriots give up 2 runs on a deep shot to left field. Score is now 4-4 as we take you to the bottom of the 6th. And we bring you to the bottom of the 6th inning after the Patriots just gave up a 2-run shot. The score is tied at 4 apiece. Hobbs up to bat. That one called a strike on the outside half of the plate. Hobbs down 0-1 now. Here comes pitch number 2. Hobbs skies it straight to right center field. The right fielder underneath it, and he'll make the easy grab.
Hobbs flies out to right.
As Olsen gets the first out in just 2 pitches.
Now batting number 21, Blake Stanger.
That'll bring up number 21, Blake Stanger. And if you recall, we flash you back to the 2nd inning where he hit a deep fly ball to left center field with a 2-run shot, also bringing in Hobbs. Here's the first pitch. Stanger with a check swing. It makes contact. 0-1's the count now. Olsen's done a great job at staying ahead in the count. Exactly what you need from a late reliever. One's the count, 1 out. Here comes pitch number 2. That one's going to be called a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here. Here comes pitch number 3 for Olsen. That one's going to be chopped up the middle for Stanger. That one's going to get through. Stanger's got his second base hit as he rounds first hard, but he's able to stay back.
Stanger with a single.
It looks like it tipped off the glove of Alex Calabrese, but he just couldn't.
He had no chance at fielding that ball cleanly. Stanger having himself one good game. Jacob Foot up to bat. Stanger at first base. 1 out. Scores tied at 4 apiece. Great opportunity for a great batter to put someone in scoring position. As Olsen will throw over to try to catch Stanger slipping. He's back there in time. Time called by the catcher. So he's going to make sure Olsen's doing okay. The number 1 team in this state, Patriots, tied with the number 9 team in this state. At 4 apiece. Bottom of the 6th. That pitch. Just a little outside. 1-0's the count now. And Stanger get caught going the wrong way, but able to get back in time as Olsen almost picks him off. Stanger was ready to get up and steal. Olsen's already picked Cannon off once in this game. He's going to try again for Stanger, with Stanger back in there standing this time. One O's the count. 2 straight pickoff moves for Olsen. Let's see if he attacks the batter. Here comes the pitch. That one's skied straight to center field. That one's, he's got a range in. Able to make the great catch, and Stanger's going to have to halt there at first base with 2 outs.
Randazzo's been all over center field today. He's gone back, gone up.
Gone left, gone right.
Yeah.
Made some great plays out there. But after he makes that catch, that brings up number 5, TJ Urbon. Stanger at first base with a modest lead. Here comes the pitch. Urbon bunts it with 2 outs, and he's going to be able to get there as he bunts for a base hit. Moving Blake Stanger to first, Stanger to second. Urbon to first. That's going to bring up number 17, Ashton Jorgis. Jorgis, a great opportunity to drive in a run and reclaim the lead for the Patriots. Anything in the outfield should do it, since Blake Stanger's one of those fast guys. Here comes the first pitch. Nice breaking ball on the inside corner, as that one's going to be called for a strike. The 0-1 pitch, Blake Stanger dancing over there at second. That one's going to be in the dirt. 1-1's the count. Two outs, runner at first and second. Stanger creeping towards third. That one's going to be fouled off by Jorgis.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Huge opportunity for the 9-hole Jorgis. 1-2's the count now. He's got to protect, but he's also got to make sure he can hit it. Olsen, the 1-2 pitch. He's going to step back and make sure Blake Stanger's not getting too big out there.
Jorgis definitely trying to keep the inning alive to try and put the Patriots back on top of this one.
Olsen in the stretch for the 1-2 pitch. Stanger dancing there at second. Here comes the pitch, and that one's going to be swung on and tipped.
What's that? Yeah, third person.
One balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first and second for Jorges. Big pitch here for Olson. Blake Stanger got a modest lead there at second. He's going to start opening up. And the back pick. That one's thrown into right center field. Stanger's going to advance to third. Urban to second. So Blake Stanger playing a great job of playing the mind game, as that ball's going to throw into right center field. And the coach for Elkhorn now to have a quick talk with his pitcher. So we will be right back. Urban on second, Stanger on third. Jorges at the plate. The count's 1-2, 2 outs. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. That one's going to run inside, just a little bit too inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Both in scoring position for Jorges. Anything to the outfield should score 2. And time called here by the batter. Set back up and ready to go. Olson in the stretch. Here comes the pitch. That one's going to fall outside. So after being down 1-2, he works it back. The count is now full with 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position. Still have to protect if you're Jorges. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. That one's going to be ripped right at the third baseman. A great catch there by Blake Knott. So after a scary mishap and the throw into right center field, Olson is able to recover, giving up no runs. So the score is still 4-4 as we bring you to the top of the 7th inning. So top of the 7th, Hobbs still out there to pitch. This is his first outing of the year. In for Elkhorn, number 15, Kyler Randazzo, the center fielder, also known the leadoff hitter. Here comes the first pitch. That one's in the dirt there for Hobbs. Hobbs in the windup after the 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. That one in the dirt again. 2 balls, no strikes. Huge position for Randazzo to hopefully get a 7th inning going big. And that's a 3rd ball. 3-0 count, top of the 7th. Let's see if Randazzo tries to force some action here as Hobbs sets up to pitch. That one's going to be high and called for a strike.
Randazzo thought that one was a ball. Started walking towards first.
But here we go, the 3-1 pitch. Here comes Hobbs. Hobbs rifles one down the middle. A great backhand and a throw out there for Cannon. What a great play over there at third base. Able to save a leadoff single at the very minimum. So Alex Calabrese back up to the plate for Elkhorn. Just 1 out. Hobbs with the first pitch. That one's going to be swung on and missed by Calabrese. Hobbs up 0-1 in the count. Here comes pitch number 2. That one's going to be fouled straight back. 2 strikes now on Calabrese. He's got to protect. Let's see if Hobbs tries to get him to chase a little bit. And he gets one, and it's caught again by Cannon. Cannon gets the throw out at first. Cannon thought he caught it before it hit the ground. But he was still able to make the outstanding play as he's made 2 fantastic plays in a row. So Grant Gutshow up to bat now, the 3-hole for Elkhorn.
Cannon making sure to do exactly what Hobbs did for him before while he was pitching.
Giving it all out there for the team. Here comes Hobbs with the first pitch of the at-bat, a breaking ball. That one just a little bit too high up in the zone. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Another breaking ball. That one's going to fall in for a strike. 1-1 the count now. Gutshow batting .424. He's got to get something going here in the 7th inning. Another breaking ball called just inside. 2-1's the count now. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball way inside. 3-1 Hobbs, after throwing a great first pitch, has fallen into a little bit of a hole here. Let's see if he can work back in it. Here comes the pitch. Got him swinging and missing once again. Full count. 2 outs, top of the 7th. Hobbs trying to get his first strikeout of the season. No better time than now, and here's the pitch. That one's chipped down at Cannon. Cannon not able to make that one as it takes a tricky bounce. And Urban slow to receive that one. So, with 2 outs in the top of the 7th, runner on first base. And this is not the guy you want to see up to the plate. If you're Hobbs, this is Drew Christo, 4-hole hitter.
For the catcher, first up is Johnson.
So we got another meeting on the mound, and we will be right back. So Drew Christo up to bat, runner on first base. Guth Miller into pitch now. He's a crafty left-handed pitcher. As that one's going to get away from him. Jorges with a good block. Guth Miller's first time pitching this year. In the top of the 7th. 1-0 count. There's the pitch. That one's going to be called a strike on the outside half again. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here for Guth Miller. Runner on first. Christo trying to keep the inning alive. And a slow pickoff move there for Guth Miller. Able to get back in time.
Runner on first has to keep an extra eye out because Guth Miller is a lefty.
And a big swing and a miss there for Christo.
2 strikes.
The count is now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Still got 2 outs. Runner on first base. Here comes the pitch. That one's going to be chopped out to first. Moquin in there now. And for his first play of the day, he's able to get the 3rd out in the top of the 7th. So Patriots will have a chance to win the game. Any run wins it in the bottom of the 7th, and we'll be right back. So in the bottom of the 7th, the Patriots in a similar situation that Elkhorn was in. Top of the order, Braden Smith up to bat. That pitch is driven into center field, and that one's going to be a line drive base hit for Smith.
Smith with the leadoff single.
So a leadoff single in the bottom of the 7th. Braden Cannon, an impressive day so far. We saw him pitching earlier. He's been hitting well today as well.
Made some good plays at third, too.
Big lead for Smith at first. Here comes the 0-0 pitch. Smith back in time as Olsen goes for another pickoff. Olsen with another pickoff move. He picked off Smith earlier as a fake hit and ball trick there by the first baseman. You got to do what you can here late in the 7th inning. Cannon shows bunt, third baseman charges. He's going to pull it back, and that one's going to be called for a ball. 1-0's the count.
Elkhorn's doing anything they can to stay in this game. While Millard's out, they're trying to score that last run and put it away.
And another quick pickoff move there for Olsen. Olsen's done a great job in relief tonight. Giving up 0 runs, couple of base hits. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Cannon shows bunt again, but pulls away as that one's outside. (2-0) the count now for Cannon. Smith with another good lead at first. Cannon showing bunt once again. He's going to pull that one. Oh, that one's going to be foul tipped. Two ones the count now for Cannon. See if he continues to try and lay this bunt down. Putting that runner in scoring position with Kozel up next. Shows bunt. Smith able to get back in time. Two ones the count now. Cannon shows bunt once again. Here's the pitch. That one's chopped down perfectly. It's just going to roll right out of bounds. Or right foul, excuse me. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count now for Cannon, runner on first base. We've seen a couple of risky bunt calls for the Patriots. I doubt that they would try and use one here. A foul tip on a bunt attempt is an out. Here comes the 2-2 pitch for Olsen. Cannon watches that one go outside. Count is full here for Olsen. Quite possibly the biggest pitch of the game so far with a runner on first in the bottom of the 7th. And another quick pickoff move. Smith back there in time. Olsen making sure that Smith doesn't get too big of a lead. Here comes the pitch. That one's going to be lined out to left field, and another sliding. Oh, and he drops that one. Almost a miraculous sliding catch out there in left field, but that one's going to fall. So Connor Hunt almost does it again, but we've got runners at first and second with Cam Kozel up, no outs. What a huge situation for the young sophomore. A guy that plays the game just about as well as anybody I've seen. Batting .483 coming into this game. We know he hit a grand slam earlier in the season. That's not needed. A line drive into the outfield will score.
Anything to move the runners over and put them into a better position is his job.
If you're Olsen, you're trying to work down low in the zone and try and get a ground ball to twist them up. Here comes the pitch. Kozel with the bunt, and it's a beautiful bunt right down the third baseline. And Kozel just barely thrown out there at first, but he does his job and he moves the runners over with a beautiful bunt. So now we've got runners at second and third with number 19, Matt Miller, up to bat. Guy that we saw drive a ball out of the park earlier this game. He's a great hitter, batting .407 in the 4-hole. And they're going to intentionally walk him and bring up number 7, Christian Hobbs. Christian Hobbs has done a great job today. Whether it was fielding, pitching, and even hitting. And he's got one of the biggest at-bats of his career. 0 balls, 0 strikes, 1 out. Bases loaded. Olsen steps off. Talking to the second baseman here.
Wilson's definitely got to try and stay calm and just keep pounding the zone.
Infield in. Any run wins the game. Here comes the first pitch. That one's going to get away from the catcher, but no runners to advance. Olsen, that pitch gets away from him. Ball one, 1 out. Hobbs up to bat. Hobbs, one of those guys that is almost guaranteed contact. As the coach will come out and talk to Olsen, who looks visually frustrated. We'll be right back in just a second. Olsen's done a great job after coming in the bottom of the 4th inning. He's given up no runs, but he's got himself into a pickle. Bases loaded, 1 ball, 1 out. Here comes the pitch. That one's going to be skied straight up. Infield fly rule should be in effect, and that one's going to drop. And the throw on the run, and that's going to score. Smith Hobbs somehow gets a little blooper to fall in shallow left field. That's going to drive in the run. That's going to be a walk-off for Christian Hobbs. So the Patriots, the #1 team in the state, moves to 9-0 as Hobbs hits a walk-off blooper. So the Patriots get it done after having 5 runs on 9 hits, but they also had a couple of sloppy errors. 2 2-run shots helped the Patriots get there, and Hobbs finished it off with a nice walk-off.
Thank you.
For everyone at Millard South Media, including Zach Vanacek and Nate Cronin. See you next time.